We are ready to get started today. We will be needing our steps, so make sure that is close to you guys. We will also be needing 1 heavyweight dumbbell. We're going to need 2 medium weight dumbbells and then 2 lightweight dumbbells. We are working on our push muscles today, so working mostly chest, shoulders, and triceps. We are going to have some lower body thrown in there with our step and just some different little things as we go through. We do have 3 timed blocks, which are going to be all the same timing. So 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We'll be going through 3 rounds of each one of those. And then we're going to have a 2-minute little core blast at the end. So yes, keep your steps handy. We'll use those on that second block, and then we'll come back to them on that third block. So we'll go ahead and get started with our 3-minute warm-up today. Let's go ahead into those body weight squats. Coming up, squeezing those glutes, using your arms as much as possible. All right, you guys, we're gonna hinge here at the hip, bring those hands down, go into that squat, bring that right arm up and left arm up, and then we're gonna go ahead and stand. Let's do another one of those. Hinging, reaching down, squat, right arm, left arm, and then stand. One more. All right, we're gonna go into that side lunge, sitting back in that hip. Again, just using your arms. And then just kind of bring that arm across your body, a little bit of rotation here. Keep your chest nice and proud. All right, for this next one, we are gonna go to our step. So you're gonna go right foot up, left foot up. So right foot up and then back down with that same foot. Left foot up, back down with that left foot, okay? So we're gonna get used to that. Right foot up, bring it right foot down, left foot up, left foot down. Let's go ahead, do a couple of these. So you're kind of just switching legs. Nice job. Couple more. Last one here. And then go ahead, bring it down. We're gonna go back into that reverse lunge. We're gonna rotate to that front leg and then come on up. Switch sides. Couple here. The last thing we're gonna do is that plank walkout, and we are gonna put a little push up in there. So we'll go ahead, hinge at the hips here, walk it down to the mat. You can come down to those knees and then throw that little push up in, come up, right leg up, twist and rotate, left leg up, twist and rotate there, walk it right back up. One more of those, hinging, walking it down, into that push up, right leg, we're gonna twist and rotate, left leg, twist and rotate there, and then we're gonna walk it on up. All right, you guys, nice job. We are done with our warm-up. We're gonna go through 3 exercises for our first block. We're gonna have a goblet squat, a dumbbell thruster, and then we're gonna have an alternating shoulder press. So I would have those medium weights right there. I'd have those light weights right there. You may wanna go down to them during that last set. Okay, so that goblet squat, you're gonna keep that dumbbell nice and close to your chest. Toes are facing forward. We're just gonna sit back in that squat, just like in our warm-up, like in that imaginary chair, coming up, squeezing those glutes at the top and not pushing those hips forward. We're gonna go into that dumbbell thruster. So that dumbbell thruster, you're gonna take 2 medium weights, little slight baby bend here, and we're gonna thrust up with those dumbbells. One movement though, okay? So one movement, we're thrusting up And then alternating shoulder press, same thing, alternating one at a time, slight little bend in that knee, but we're not doing that little squat, okay? Let's start with that goblet squat. Grab that heavier weight dumbbell. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. So just bringing it back, squeezing at the top here. Nice job. Keep your chest nice and proud. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds of work here. Go ahead, put that heavier weight dumbbell down. We're gonna go into those thrusters. So we're gonna grab those medium weights. Let's get ready. Catch your breath here. Bring those dumbbells up to your shoulders. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Drive them up. Making sure you're really sitting back in those heels with this. And we're not going all the way down. So this is not necessarily a squat to overhead press. It's just a little baby bend in those knees. Get your heart rate up a little bit. 10 seconds. Get my heart rate up a little bit here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys. 20 seconds of rest. And then we're gonna go back to that shoulder press. We're gonna alternate on both sides. All right, grabbing those medium weight dumbbells. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. You can rotate that wrist if you want to, or you can just bring it up with that hammer, kind of that hammer curl, that palms are facing each other in that like hammer curl position. We're not doing curls though. Halfway. You can also kind of mix it up a little bit. We're really fatiguing these shoulders on this first block. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. So like I said, just have that lighter weight dumbbell ready in case you need to drop down to that, because that thruster and that press is working the same muscles. We want it to be that way for some overload, but just keep in mind to keep it a little bit light if you need to. Let's go down into that goblet squat again. Sitting back in those heels. Nice job. We're halfway. Nice job, Carrie. You got this, Beverly. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Catch your breath. We're gonna go back into those thrusters. So grabbing that medium weight dumbbell. Bring those dumbbells up to those shoulders. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Drive them up. Nice and powerful here. Engage your core. We're halfway. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, I'm getting out of breath here. All right, we are going into that alternating shoulder press. Catch your breath. We have about 10 seconds here. Grab those weights. Let's get ready. Bring those dumbbells up to those shoulders. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Alternating. We're keeping our core nice and engaged here. Our knees are nice and soft, but we don't want to use any momentum here to get that dumbbell up. We're halfway. It should be feeling a little bit challenging here. That's what phase 2 is all about. We're going to be increasing those weights just a little bit. Keep progressing so we can get stronger. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Little break here. I'm gonna go back up into that goblet squat. One more time. We're going about 5 seconds. Let's get set up. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna sit back, squeeze, engage that core, looking straight ahead. Nice job, ladies. Nice big deep breath. We're halfway through this interval. Nice work. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. We can get rid of that heavyweight dumbbell for now. We're gonna go into that dumbbell thruster. So grabbing that medium weight dumbbell, nice big deep breath here. Bring those dumbbells up to your shoulders. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Drive it up. Nice and powerful here. We're awake. Now we're awake, right? We're halfway. Keep pushing. Ten seconds left. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys. My shoulders are on fire right now. All right, last one is gonna be that shoulder press, alternating both sides. Start with that same weight if you can. Dumbbells are up to those shoulders. Soft knee. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Nice and stable here. Engage your core. Focus on your breathing. Catch your breath from those thrusters. We're well over halfway. 15 seconds left. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work, you guys. Grab your water. We have a 1-minute little break here. I'm gonna demo 3 more exercises. We will be using our step for one of these. The first one's gonna be a narrow grip chest press. So you're gonna bring it down to your mat. And all we're gonna do, keep those elbows nice and tucked in. Palms are facing each other. My back is pushed up against that mat. And I'm just gonna bring those dumbbells straight up, but I wanna make sure that my elbows are nice and tucked in. So nice and close to my rib cage, okay? We're gonna grab those lightweight dumbbells for this next exercise, or those medium weights, depending on what you're using. We're gonna go into that chest fly. So palms are facing each other, slight bend in those elbows. We're gonna bring those dumbbells straight down. And then we're gonna give ourselves that big bear hug. All the time, our elbow is slightly bent here, okay? Then we're gonna go to our step. We're gonna do some tricep dips. So you're gonna put your hands fingers are facing forward, okay? On this step, you can either bring those feet out, okay? Or you can bring them in. If it's the first time you've done these, I would say bring them in. All you're gonna do, make sure those elbows stay pointed back, okay? Pointed back to that wall behind you. And you're just gonna dip down a little bit here for those tricep dips, okay? We're gonna go through 3 rounds of each exercise. We'll alternate through just to give those triceps a little bit of a break. We're gonna start with that narrow chest press. Let's go ahead and get down to that mat. Palms are facing each other. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna bring it up. Push your back against that mat and really engage your core here. We're about halfway. Nice job, you guys. A couple more here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. 20 seconds of rest here. And we're gonna get ready for that chest fly. So if you wanna grab a little bit lighter weight, go right ahead. Let's get set up here. Your back is gonna be pushed up against that mat. That belly button is tucked into that spine. Palms are facing each other. Slight bend in that elbow. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Nice big bear hug here. Nice big deep breath. We're halfway. Make sure your spine stays nice and neutral too. Make sure you're looking straight above that ceiling and you're not like leaning your neck or putting any type of strain on your neck here. 10 more seconds. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys. 20 seconds of rest here. We're gonna go to that step and we're gonna get set up for that tricep dip. So remember, you want your fingers facing forward. You don't wanna do this. You don't wanna put your wrists out like this. Your wrists are gonna be facing behind you and your elbows are gonna go right behind you, okay? Here we go, in 3, 2, and 1. So this is a really small muscle, right? So this is gonna be a lot of time to do a tricep dip, especially if it is your first time doing them. And remember, you can always bring your feet forward, okay? And you just wanna bring your back kind of right up to that step. You're going straight down. We're over halfway here. But if you do feel like it's too much pressure on your shoulder or you're just really shaking here, take a break, reset, and just get right back into it. We'll get stronger as we go with these. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. We're gonna go back up into that narrow grip chest press. So grabbing those medium weights. You know, with our step now that we added that, there's so many new exercises we get to do, which I'm super excited about. All right, you guys, palms are facing each other. Back is pushed up against your mat. And we're just gonna drive those dumbbells straight up. So with this narrow grip chest press, we're not only working our chest and some of our shoulder, but we are working that tricep. So during this block, our triceps are getting a little bit burned out. So that first block, we did shoulders. The second block, we're doing these triceps. And then we're gonna do, this next block is gonna be a little bit of chest and lower body. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Grab that lighter weight dumbbell. We're gonna go into those chest flies. Palms are facing each other. We have about 8 more seconds left here in this rest. Push that back up against your mat. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Nice big hug here. Giving you guys a nice big hug today for showing up. The hardest part is showing up, right? Once we're here, we feel fine. We're halfway. Nice work. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. 20 seconds of rest. Grab a drink of water. We're going to go into that step here for those tricep dips. I can tell I definitely did not drink enough water yesterday. Like I'm a little dehydrated today. All right, you guys, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. So making sure your butt is nice and close to that step. This is kind of similar to when we do those planks. We always want to make sure our shoulder is in alignment here. So we want to make sure that we're bringing our bodies down, straight under our shoulder. Okay, we don't want to be too far away from our step and putting an awkward tension or putting our shoulder in a weird position. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, we have one more set of each one of those exercises. Hopefully you guys are feeling good, feeling strong, feeling a little shaky. All right, let's go into that narrow grip chest press. We got about 5 seconds here. Let's get set up, back up against that mat. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. We're halfway. In there. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Okay, we're gonna go into that chest fly, grabbing that little bit lighter weight dumbbell if you need to. We have about 8 seconds here. Catch your breath. Bring those dumbbells up. Palms are facing each other. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Slight bend in that elbow. Nice big hug here. That full range of motion. We're halfway. Nice work, you guys. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, we have one more set of those tricep dips. Go over to our step. Let's get set up. Make sure those fingers are facing forward. Elbows are gonna go back. Body is nice and close. Hands are directly below those shoulders. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, nice and slow here. So this exercise, you're basically using your body weight as resistance here. 10 more seconds, hang in there. I know these are getting tough. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. We have 1 minute of rest. We're gonna go to our block number 3. We're gonna go through 3 exercises. We're gonna take those medium weight dumbbells and we're gonna go over to our step. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna step up with one foot. You're gonna bring that knee up, okay? So you're just gonna alternate sides. If you don't feel confident here or you don't feel comfortable bringing that knee up, then don't bring it up today. Just take those dumbbells and you're just gonna alternate with that leading foot up on that step, okay? The step is new. We wanna make sure that we feel confident on there. The next thing we're gonna do is a wall sit. And you're gonna keep one of those weights with you this time. Remember, we're in phase 2 now. So we're gonna come to that wall. We're just gonna hold that dumbbell here. And we're gonna sit here until time is called 40 seconds of work. And then we're gonna go into that hand release push-up. So you're gonna come down to your mat. And all we're gonna do, we're gonna go into that full plank position. We're gonna bring it down to the mat. We're gonna lift those hands up for just a second. We're gonna squeeze our core. We're gonna squeeze our glutes. And we're gonna push our bodies up at one time. So the goal is to get that body in one piece, come up together. You don't want to be like sagging or leaning as you're pulling your weight up. Okay, so we're gonna go into that step up first. Grab your dumbbells. And we're just gonna alternate sides. As much as you can, look straight ahead. Try to get that foot, in the middle of that step. So making sure that you're not hanging off of it, like your heel or your toe, making sure that whole foot is right in the middle of your step. And the more we use it, the more confident you'll get on it. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work, you guys. Really get your heart rate up. We're going into that wall sit. You're gonna hang on to one of those medium weight dumbbells. We have about 10 seconds here. Catch your breath. Whenever I have to catch my breath, that's when I tell you guys to catch your breath. All right, you guys, let's go into that wall sit. Bring that dumbbell up. And we're just gonna sit here, hang out, talk to each other. Happy Tuesday. Ignore your legs. 20 more seconds here. We got this. Find your happy place. 10 seconds left. Hang in there, hang in there. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. All right, we're going down to that mat in just a second. Grab a drink of water if you need it. I have a fan in my room and it's blowing in my face, which is great, but it's like making my mouth really dry. Okay, we're going into that full plank position, you guys. This is phase 2. Let's bring it down to our mat. Bring those hands up, squeeze everything you got, and you push, okay? The more you squeeze and the more you focus, easier that push-up is gonna be. If you are coming down to your mat and you're just kind of pushing up like this and you have your hips sag and everything else, it is gonna be a lot harder to do that push-up. So do yourself a favor and just when you come up, you squeeze everything, your core, your butt, everything, squeeze, and you push up. That's gonna make everything just so much easier for you. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. See, I don't always wanna make it harder. I wanna make it easier on you guys. I wanna give you those tips so that you guys can really engage all those muscles. All right, we're going back up to that step. Grab your dumbbells. So chest is nice and proud. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Drive that knee up. I wonder how many of you guys on here used to do the step Reebok as like a class or like an exercise. It was super popular when I was younger. We are halfway. As a matter of fact, I stayed in shape during my second pregnancy with my daughter, Brooke. I stayed in shape by doing step Reebok every day at like 5 a.m. So yeah, I actually did get up. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys. Hang on to one of those dumbbells. We're headed over to that wall. All right. We're going in 5 seconds. Let's get in position here. Bring it down. Bring that dumbbell up. Push your back up against that wall. We're just gonna breathe. Hang in there, you guys. We got this. We're stronger than we think we are. We got it. We're halfway. We have 20 seconds. I know, wall sets, I feel like they take forever. It's like when you stop time, right? It's like, come on. 10 more seconds. Hang in there. You got this, Candace. Got this, Erica, Beverly, Linda, Carrie. Come on. Nice job. Bring it up. We're done with that. All right, we're going down to that hand release push up. Even if you guys can give me like 3 solid hand release push-ups, okay? Doesn't even have to be the whole time, but just really get in there, get that high plank, okay? Let's try it. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Squeeze everything you got here and push. There you go. Let's do it again. Push. Nice job. Push. We got this, you guys. Hang in there. We're halfway. So maybe you can give me like 1 more or 2 more. Whatever you have today, that's what you're giving me. We're not holding us back. Come on. Or actually, you're giving it to yourself. Give it to me. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. I mean, those are hard, right? We don't usually do those. I usually do the push-ups on my knees. You guys know how I feel about push-ups. Freaking hate them, but I put them in this workout. I did it for you guys. All right, let's go back to that step. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's get this done. So during the second phase, we're gonna be using our step, but we're gonna use it like, you know, here and there. It's not gonna be anything crazy, but we're gonna be using it for equipment a lot. Using it for like our chest presses and just some different stuff, right? So we're not always gonna be stepping, but it just gives us so much more opportunity. I'm super excited about it. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right. We're gonna go back over that wall set. Another thing I could put into these workouts, if you guys have them, they're super cheap, just some bands. I'll show you guys in the group page or whatever what I have. If you guys want to get some, we can always put some of that stuff in there too. I just didn't want to make everybody buy everything, you know, right away. So anyway, wall set. Nice job. Hang in there. 20 seconds left. Hang in there, hang in there. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. We're gonna into those hand release push-ups. This is our last time here, and then all we have left is a 2-minute little core block. So we are well on our home stretch here. All right, so whatever you did last time, if it was 3 push-ups, 4 push-ups, 5 push-ups, 1 push-up, whatever it was, this time let's just do 1 more, okay? Let's go. Up into that high plank position, bring it down, and squeeze and push, okay? Hands come up, give you that little break, squeeze, push, okay? Here we go, squeeze everything first, and then you do that push. Squeeze your booty, squeeze your core, and we're just coming up. We got this, you guys. Stay strong. You guys are my strong women. Come on. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Okay, 2 minutes left. We have 30 seconds to work. We're gonna do that twice. So 30, 30, and 30, 30. We're gonna go into a plank reach. You have options here. If you have your really lightweight dumbbells available, you can always use these. You don't have to, but if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can go up into that plank position. Hands are directly below those shoulders. My booty is nice and low, and I'm just gonna bring that dumbbell straight out in front of me, or we can just do them without that dumbbell, okay? Next one is gonna be a reverse crunch. Now, we are gonna go back to our step for this. We're gonna sit right here in the middle of our step. Hands are gonna be right here on that step. We're gonna lean back just slightly, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bring those feet out and then back in. And we're gonna balance right here in the middle of our core, our hips, okay? So that is what that looks like. If you're having a hard time with that, you can put one foot down and then you can just do one knee at a time and just kind of switch sides about halfway. So 15 seconds and I'll give you that halfway point. All right, you guys, we're gonna go into that plank reach. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Just reaching straight ahead here. My booty is nice and low. My body is in a straight line. 15 seconds in. So 15 seconds. We're gonna go right up to that step and we're gonna get right into those reverse crunches. And let's get there in 3, 2, and 1. Right over to this step. And we're gonna go right into those reverse crunches. And if you're gonna split the difference here with that right leg and left leg, right now is your time to switch. We have 15 seconds left. Hang in there. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Back to the mat. One more time. Hand plank reaches in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. 10 more seconds here. And we're gonna go right up to that step one more time for our last 30 seconds of work. Let's get there in 3, 2, and 1. Up to that step. Here we go. Right into it. And if you are going to be doing that option, you're going to be switching right now. Okay. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work, you guys. We made it our first day together with our step. I know you guys had a little bit of it yesterday. I had to grab a drink there. I was like, my mouth is dry today. Okay. Bring that right arm across your body. We're going to do some stretches here. You'll have to let me know how you like that. Just adding that to the workout. Let me know about those bands. I'll show you what I have. I'll put it in Facebook. Just because I'd have to like walk across the camera and that would be really weird. Okay, let's go ahead and switch arms. Also, I want to tell you guys, I put phase 1 in like a package that I put on my website for people who haven't been in the program, and I'm selling it for like $50. However, you guys already have access to that and you guys already paid for that. So if you would like to have that packaged up into what I'm giving everybody on the website, let me know. I'll send it to you guys for free since you guys already did that. Nothing is different about it. It's packaged up into a PDF. So it's just really easy to find and it's all in order. So that might be helpful if you guys ever want to like repeat anything. Let's bring it down to the mat. So just shoot me a message and let me know you want that phase 1 package and I'll send it to you guys. I think I've actually created a way to just like present it easier to you guys. So we'll see. I might do that for phase 3. I don't know. I feel like you guys are so used to this part. I don't want to change it on you guys again. So I don't know. We'll see. Stretch here. We're going to bring our legs up here. We're going to do this little stretch for our back and our hip, piriformis. Bring that knee up, nice big squeeze here. We're going to bring our leg across our body, and then that right arm is going to come right out to the side here. Another thing I've been thinking about, well, a couple things I've been thinking about adding. I thought about adding a separate Tabata package. I know you guys like Tabata, the strength Tabata. So I might be putting something together that is completely separate from this one, if you ever wanted to add anything. So that is probably going to happen. Bring that leg across your body. And then I'm also considering doing a 5K program, 5K training program for the spring or summer. We would be working towards like end of summer 5K. So if you're interested in that, let me know. There's a handful of people who have been messaging me about that. So I think I can do it. I think I actually have the time to do it. So we'll see if I can put it together. Anyway, great job, you guys. Happy Tuesday. You guys absolutely crushed it. I can't wait to hear how you guys liked it. I will see you guys on Friday. So remember, we are doing lives on Friday in this program, and we are doing Strength Tabata. So it will be a lot of fun. Have a great day, guys. You guys are awesome.